I was once in a relationship with a man who had figured out this great way to come out of every argument on top. All he did was accuse me of what he was doing or even what he was just thinking about doing. So if he had been lying to me, the very first thing he would do is accuse me of lying. And if he was angry with me, the very first thing he would do is accuse me of being angry with him. Now, this is an exceptionally effective strategy because the minute he accuses you, you are on the back foot. And suddenly the argument is about you. It's about something wrong that you did, even though, of course, you didn't do it. And you're confused because you can't figure out why he would be saying that. And your first instinct is to defend yourself. Of course you wouldn't do that. Why in the world would he think you would? So he has figured out how to silence you and win the argument like all in one. Because of course, the best defense is a good offense, right? What you have experienced is a form of projection known as a pre-emptive strike. And it's used in toxic relationships to maintain an unequal balance of power. Hi, I'm Amy Waterman. I am a dating and relationship expert with yourbrilliance.com. And in this video, I want to talk to you about why people project and how you can protect yourself. My daughter came to me last week and she told me about this incident that she'd had at school. This other girl had been whispering and passing notes in class with another girl. And my daughter was sitting nearby and all of the noise was making it hard to hear the teacher. And so she asked them to stop and she reminded them that they weren't supposed to talk during class. What did that other girl do? She made the quiet coyote sign. Now, maybe you don't have a school-aged child in your life who can explain to you what this quiet coyote sign means. It's just a hand sign that teachers use to tell kids to quiet down. You have got to hand it to this girl. Already, she's got it figured out. If someone asks you to quiet down, what do? Well, you tell them to quiet down. Like, win for you, right? When you are on the receiving end of this kind of twisted logic, it is crazy making because you're like, wait a moment, she was the one who was talking, not me. Projection catches us off guard. We usually don't hold our ground either, and we take that bait. So when I asked my daughter how she would respond if, say, the teacher had come up at that point and said, "What's going on here? You guys are talking." She said that she would defend herself and she would explain to the teacher exactly what happened, which might work. But all of you who went through 12 years of public education know that not a lot of teachers are going to hang around and listen to that lengthy explanation, because what they see is one kid accusing another kid of talking and that kid accusing the first kid of talking first. And it's just easier to give them all a warning, right? So by a very, very early age, kids learn to project and they learn that it works. Like maybe it doesn't get them off the hook, but hey, if it gets the other kid in trouble, it's almost as good, right? So these kids grow up to be coworkers and partners and friends, and they still get away with that bad behavior. The minute they are accused of anything, or even if they think they're going to be accused of something, they immediately accuse someone else of doing the exact same thing. Or I suppose if they sense that you're not going to buy that, then they accuse you of doing something else that's even worse. Now that is manipulation, right? And it's a form of manipulation that is especially effective on good people. Because if somebody accuses you of doing something and you're a good person, of course, you're going to take a moment to think about the accusation. Did you do something wrong without even realizing it? And you might even apologize, even if you don't quite understand what happened, because of course, apologies don't cost you anything. But what you should be doing is holding up a mirror. So the secret to seeing through projection is to hold up a mirror every time somebody accuses you of something. So did this person accuse you of being selfish and lazy? Then hold up that mirror to them. It's very possible that they are accusing you because it's something they know to be true about themselves. Now, sometimes that mirror can reveal uncomfortable things about a relationship. So, for example, one time an ex accused me of having an affair, and actually he did it twice. So, hold up that mirror. Had he been cheating on me? Well, I'm never going to know, but I am pretty sure that the thought of having an affair had crossed his mind. This other guy used to call other people fat, and he would make fun of anyone who was overweight. Why? Hold up that mirror. It's probably because he struggles with his own weight. And by focusing on people who are heavier than himself, he cultivates this perception in his mind that they're the overweight people and not him. Now, you may be thinking, okay, so what do I accuse other people of? Like, what does your mirror reveal? Well, if you're a good person, then I can make a guess about you. I would guess that if you have a problem with someone's behavior, you go to them and you talk about that behavior. You don't throw labels at them. You don't make blanket assertions about their character. You don't accuse them of being a liar or manipulating you. Now, by the way, if someone accuses you of manipulating them, that is a pretty sure bet that they are the ones manipulating you. Good people talk about what happened and how they felt about it. They don't accuse. So the next time that somebody accuses you of something, ask yourself if it's actually something that they are doing to you. And try your best not to take the bait. No matter how much you want to, try not to stoop to defending yourself, because you don't need to defend yourself. You're not the one on trial here. And you can even say, this isn't about me. This is about what happened. So let's stay focused on that for now. And if your guy does this to you a lot, then you might be in a verbally abusive relationship. Recently, I got to interview the expert on verbally abusive relationships, author Patricia Evans, on my show. And I encourage you to go ahead and watch that one next. Take care.